Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the triumphant, hopefully, return of Wildcard Wednesday. Here on After Further Review, I am your host, Steve Tower. Hope everyone is staying safe out there and enjoying all the extra time that we're having to devote to our hobbies. Tonight, I'm proud to have the latest release from Play Now on the table, which is actually a reboot, if you will, of a very old Play Games title, Demo Derby Smashdown. So the game has finally received a cosmetic facelift. The rules have been given a once-over and a reprint, and it's now available with some color inside of it. There is also going to be a playmat available for the game. Unfortunately, as of this video, it is not currently available, so I'll be making do with my own mat. But if you'd like to see it, Keith has been showcasing it on his PLAAY Games YouTube channel. And it looks fantastic, so I'm very much looking forward to adding that to my collection. But for now, we'll muddle on with the back of one of my other mats. But for now, let's head on down to our field and get this Demo Derby Smashdown underway. All right, so I've got my first match all set up here. And this is using half of the cards that come with the game. It comes with 24 fictional racers, and for anyone who plays some of the other fictional games or other fictional sets for PLAAY Games might recognize some of the names in here as I don't know if all of them are, but there's certainly at least a handful that are based on drivers or based on people from some of the other sets. Just for instance, Sonny Swain is a driver in the Scram set, the fictional set for Red, White, and Blue Racing. So it's kind of a cool little callback. Anyone that has been following PLAAY fictional sets for a while. So the game, in addition to the 24 drivers, you get just an absolute stack of cards for cars. And so as you can see, I've filled out 24 of them, and we've still got quite a big stack left. And I guess the reason for this is so that you can cycle through them, and most of the time people doing demolition derbies, they would not be able to use the same car more than a couple times. So that's kind of cool. There's also, if you ever find yourself needing more car cards, you can buy a new set on the Play Now website, or you can even just download a set of it for free and then print them out on your own. The game boards themselves have got a nice little facelift. There are 4 of them. We'll have board A out that has the most referenced chart, but there is also here on board B, it has the unusual results, and then there is another chart with rare results, and then there's even a board that has a double down option, which we won't be using tonight, but that's kind of a cool little feature that you can add to your game. And then there are the damage chips. Comes with a handful of red damage tokens. We'll be using those very shortly. And then there are the engine and the stall cards that you'll be using as the cars get damaged. And brand new to the channel tonight, I've got my close-up cam. So there we go. So there's a close-up of the stall card in all its colored glory, and then there is the engine card. Whoa, if I could get it centered. There we go. So nice little touch with the color on the cards. Really makes it pop. And as I said, once we get the official Demo Derby Smashdown mat, that'll definitely add a lot to the aesthetics of the gameplay. But for now, let's get things rolling here with our first 12 drivers. So what's going to happen, all the drivers, you'll shuffle them up and then deal them out into equal piles in columns. and you'll always have you're trying to go for 3 at a time, and then whatever extras you have left will go into the last one. If you're running much bigger derbies than 12, then you might end up with having 4 in a column. But the last column will always be the one that has the excess cars in it, and then you'll just simply work your way down each column. And what's going to happen, you'll roll the dice and read it black then white, and the black will refer to which column on the driver's card. For Carmen Gonzalez here in the number 3, driving the 73 boatback speedster. So he's going to go for his dashboarder, and then on 6 refers to which line of that column. So for this, it's actually the car. So we'll go to our first chart here. For the car chart, you'll just simply see how much damage the car has. In this case, they have 0. Then you'll roll the die again to see how much damage he does. And he's going to do 1 damage. And then here comes the decider die. This does not come with the game, but available, I think, just about in all the other play games now. They come with a decider die. So, but this is my one from History Maker Baseball. So we'll just say on a dot he's going to hit Gillen, and a blank he'll hit Perry. So he'll hit Gillen, and Gillen gets his first point of damage. Each car can take 7 points of external damage, and then they are taken out of the race. And then they can take 6 points of internal damage. Internal damage, that's where these chips will come into play. If they ever take internal damage, you'll just simply put it on whichever one is damaged. These represent the gears of the car. And then if they ever get 6 of those, they are knocked out. Or if they ever get 3 on the same number, they get knocked out as well. And in addition to that, when you take internal damage, then it's not available to you on the next turn. So if Gonzalez lost number 3, his 3rd gear, and then on his next turn, he rolled a black 3, his turn would be wasted because as he's grinding the gears trying to find one that works. All right, so there we go. And then we'll just simply move down to our next one. Oh, I should also say these tokens do not come with the game. I just use them so that I don't forget which car is going, which can sometimes happen, especially when you're broadcasting a live show. So just to save myself from that, I will use the markers. And there goes my decider die. Uh-oh. Stand by for... oh, man. Uh-oh. Drop the decider die, and it went... Oh, no, there it is. Okay. We're back in business. All right. Last thing I'll mention on the cards is I've also written in their driver grade. I've decided to start everyone with a C. The driver grades can go all the way from a AAA down to an E. That refers to how popular they are. And anytime we get a skid result, when a 5 is rolled in any of the driver columns, you'll refer to that. And the better that they are, the more damage that they'll do. And actually at lower grades, there's even a chance that they can damage themselves. All right, so here we go. Here's Gillen, and this is Stone Gillen. He's driving the number 17, the 68 Des Moines sedan. And let's see, he's going to use his stinger. Let's see, for him, it's a X, then a question mark, and a star. So, a couple symbols we haven't seen yet. So the X is just going to be a damage. And in this case, it's telling us who it's going to go to. The star means it's going to go to the car with the least amount of damage. And so Gonzalez and Perry, they have no damage. So again, we'll use the decider die, dot for the top, blank for the bottom. So this is going to go on Perry. And now the question mark, unfortunately, that means that Gillen has done internal damage on himself. So he is going to lose number 2, his 2nd gear, as he rams into Perry. Now the derby continues. Here is Perry driving the 64 Luxus sedan. And let's see, 6. Oh, the big hello. And oh, this is a Well, good and bad. He's going to do an external and an internal damage to the car with the least damage. So that's going to go to Gonzalez. So Gonzalez takes an external damage and is going to lose gear number 5. But then he's also going to do an internal external damage to himself. We'll mark that as a 0. And then an internal damage to himself. And he's going to lose gear number 6. That's Perry. Oh, so quite a bit of damage. Right in the first round, those drivers in the first column. Here comes, let's see, where are we at? Car number 5. Oh, I borrowed that idea from Keith to give the drivers a car number, and that just makes it easier. So then I wrote a number on the car, wrote a number on the driver. Just makes it easier when you're setting it up, and then also which card to refer to during the race. All right, so this is Sean Aravallo, and it's going to be a car result. So car result, he has no damage. So we will roll. It's going to be 1 point of damage unless we get a 6. Then we'll go to the unusual. No, so it'll be 1 point of damage, and he will do it to Rice on the number 23 car. All right, here is Revere, Link Revere. I believe that's from the Football America set. And this is going to be a car result as well. Anytime the white die is a 6 when you're rolling, that'll be a car result. So again, Link Revere has no damage, so anything but a 6 will be a point of damage. And he's going to give that to Aravallo. And now here comes Rice. Let's see, Kelsey Rice. Driving car number 23, a 63 Regal Super Sedan. And oh boy, it's the pinch hitter. This will be 2 damage. And we're going to use the, let's see, the payback result. Because he got hit from Aravallo, and this doesn't tell us which one, so we'll just say that he gives that right back to Aravallo for 2 points. All right, off to the third column here. A luxurious 66 Jupiter sedan being driven by Donna Torville. There's a good number of women drivers in this set, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see, Donna Torville, what's she going to do? Well, it's going to be another car result. No damage, so anything but a 6. Oh, we're going to go to the unusual results chart for the first time. So when you go to the unusual results, you roll the dice, read them black and white. So this is a 45. Let's see. Oh no, she dropped her transmission and is out of the event. Oh no. So we've lost our first driver. Oh boy, poor Donna. Tough luck right out of the gate to drop her transmission. But I guess good news for the other drivers in their column. All right, here is Snake Wickham. Oh, let's see. Link Revere. Oh, there we go. Yes, he was a driver in the 2018 Scram B division, which was a free download available with the set. All right, here we go. Snake Wickham. Going to use his Sidewinder. Let's see. So this is a damage, and it would go to the driver with the most damage in his lane, but since there's only one other car, it's going to go to Graham. And this is Graham driving the Pam Graham, driving a 73 Colossus Coupe. Let's see, the front runner Ram. Oh my! So it's 2 points of external damage and an internal damage to Wickham. He's going to lose his gear number 1. Let's see, Wickham is number 21. All right. Moving on to the final column here. Sunny Swain driving the number 4 car. She's driving, I think this is the most recent car in the set, a 76 Stoic family sedan. And it's going to be a car result. She'll do 1 point of damage. Let's see, she'll do it to De Geos. Here is Petro. Let's see. This is Rudy Petro out of Miami, Arizona, driving the 74 Henry II sedan. And let's see, this is going to be 2 external damage and then 1 internal damage to himself. He'll do it to DeHeos. 2 external damage, and then unfortunately he's going to lose his 3rd gear. And now here comes DeHeos. Raul DeHeos in the number 19 car, driving the 64 Senator business sedan. All business. And oh, it's going to be a skid result. Okay, so skid result uses the driver's TV grade. So everyone is a C starting out here. So he needs to roll a 1 or a 2. And oh no, when he gets a 5, so he's going to stall. Uh-oh. All right, so what this means is before his turn, we'll roll the decider die, and on a dot, he gets it started, but on a blank, it means that he's stalled out and he'll lose his turn. All right, so that is the end of the first turn. The rule book says that each turn you can think of as about a minute of action out on the track. So we've lost 1 driver so far. We'll put everybody back into a stack, give them a shuffle, and then we'll deal them back out for our 2nd minute of action. So our first column is going to have Graham, Arvalo, and Revere, Wickham, DeHeos, and Petro, Sonny Swain, Gonzalez, and Gillen. And then the last one's only going to have 2 drivers this time. We'll have Perry and Rice. All right, so Graham in the number 8 car is going to lead things off for us. Just 1 external damage right now, so in pretty good shape. Let's see, this is going to be the frame shot. So it's going to do a damage to the car with the least amount. That's Revere. And then, unfortunately, internal damage to herself. She'll lose her 1st gear. Here comes Arevalo in the number 5 car. Arevalo with 3 damage. On the outside, let's see, 2-2. So this is going to be 1 external, 1 internal. And he's going to give it right back to Pam Graham. So 1 external, an internal. Oh, and Pam is going to lose gear number 5. So she's down 2 gears. Here comes Link Revere in the number 11 car. 2-2. He's going to do double damage. 2 external damage. And he'll do it to Pam. So Pam Graham suddenly with 4 external damage and 2 internal damage. Here comes Snake Wickham. And let's see. He's going to do 1 point of external damage to the car with the most damage. So that'll be DeHeos. Picks up his 4th damage. Here's DeHeos, the number 19 car. Oh, and DeHeos, we need to see if he can restart his car first. And he does not. He is stalled out, stuck there. So he will lose his turn. Now here's Rudy Petro in the number 2 car. Pretty clean car so far. He has dropped his 3rd gear, but no external damage. All right, let's see. So external or internal, and then internal to himself, to the car with the least amount of damage. So that's going to be Wickham. Wickham gets 1 external. And that's going to lose gear number 5. Wickham in the 21. So he's down 2 gears. And now Petro is going to lose his 1st gear. So he's down 2 gears as well. Here is Sonny Swain. Sonny Swain unscathed so far. Let's see. Oh, well, that's going to be a skid result. So right now she has a TV grade of C. And oh, we're going to go to the unusual results. Anything can happen on an unusual result. Let's see. 11. Oh my. Unbelievable reverse slam into a sitting duck opponent. Triple X on the car with the most damage. Well, let's see. Gonzalez and Gillen both have 1. And it's going to go on Gillen. Gets a big hit. 3 damage. Oh my. Sonny Swain with the biggest hit of the night so far. Let's see what Gonzalez will do. Gonzalez, 1 external damage, 1 internal damage. He will get a skid result. And that's going to be a point of damage. And it's going to go to Gillen. Uh-oh. He is up to 5 external damage, 2 more, and he will be knocked out of the race. Let's see what he can do here. Only lost his second gear so far. Well, this will be a skid result. Uh-oh. And he gets a 3. Oh, no, and he's going to do internal damage, so he has 6 damage now. So 1 more, and his car will be out. Here is Ronnie Perry. Let's see. That's going to be... Oh, that's going to be a big hit. Rice takes 1 external and 1 internal. Loses her first gear. And the last one of the second round, Rice, she's going to do 1 external damage to Perry, but then 1 internal damage to herself. So she's down 2 gears. All right, so nobody knocked out in the second round. Welcome everybody who has joined us. See a few familiar names. We are playing our first game of the newly released Demo Derby Smashdown from Play Now. All right, we've lost 1 driver when they dropped their transmission. But nobody has been knocked out by getting hit by another car yet. I feel like we might lose 1 this round. All right. And you know what? I think that we should always have 3 or 4 cars in a column. I feel like that these guys should be in here. I think that that's the... Let's pull out the rules sheet. All right. Let's see. Well, no, it just says that, no, the last column of cars may have 2, 3, or 4 cars. Okay. I was playing it right. There you go, me. Okay. All right. So here we go. Kelsey Rice is going to start things off for us here in the 3rd round. And she does have her 3rd gear, so this will be external damage to the car with the most. That'll be on Gonzalez. But then she will do 1 internal damage to herself. Oh, and that's her 2nd damage on the 1st gear. So if she gets 1 more there, her car will be knocked out. Here is Sunny Swain. Sunny Swain still with an unscathed car. Well, not anymore, but she is going to do some damage. Let's see. Who is she going to do the damage to? It'll be on Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to take 1 point of external and then 2 internal damage. So 6 and 1. Oh boy, he is down half of his gears. But then Sunny Swain will do 1 point of damage to herself. So there's her first point of damage. And now here is Gonzalez. And, oh, well, gear number 2 is one of the cars that he has. Oh, and he's going to give it right back to Sunny Swain. Let's see. She'll take 1 point of damage. Uh-oh, he's going to take 1 point of external and then 1 more point of internal. Uh-oh. So now that's 4 damage on Gonzalez. Not looking good for him. Let's go to our 2nd column. Number 5 car, Sean Aravallo. 3 points of external damage, but nothing internally. Oh, and there we go. That's our first time. So the ND stands for no damage. So when that happens, you'll flip the card over. And what that means is they cannot take any damage. They can't even be targeted until their next turn comes up in the next round. All right, so here is Pam Graham. 4 external, 2 internal. She still has gear number 3, and this is going to be a skid result. And a 2 with a C driver does nothing. Here's DeHeos. And the number 19. Oh, let's see if he can get his car started. He's still stalled. And he does. The engine fires up, so we'll get rid of the stall card. He's back in the action. And It's going to be a skid result. Uh-oh. Hopefully he doesn't stall it again. No, so this will be no damage. Okay, so nothing happened in the second column. Here is Gillen in the 17 car. Let's see, Jolly Oyster with a question. Is there much of a difference in the new version? So not anything super drastic. The driver cards are bigger. The game boards themselves are, they have color to them now. I think some of them have been condensed down a little bit, and now the like the double down option is on its own game board. So all of the charts are more readily accessible, and let's see. Oh, and the rule book has been completely revised. Keith has told the story. The original version of Demo Derby Smashdown was on an old Macintosh computer that he had that was, I think, a couple decades old, and it finally got to a point where he couldn't recover the files. It finally crashed, and so all he had been doing every time he did a reprint was he was basically just photocopying the last hard copy that he had of the game. So the rule book has finally been able to be revised and updated with some of the rules and house rules that have come into play over the years. But it's not a drastically different game from that perspective. So, all right. So here we go. Stone Gillen. Let's see. He's living on the edge. 6 points of external damage. And it's going to be a car result. Oh boy. Well, okay, so with 6 points of damage, let's see. He's either going to stall, his engine light come on, or an unusual result. And it's going to be a stall. Okay, so it's perhaps not the brace for Stone Gillen. Here comes the Snake. Snake Wickham, 3 external, 2 internal. It'll be a skid result. And, oh, I think he's going to stall on a 5. Yes, another car stalls. Uh-oh. And now here comes Perry, Ronnie Perry, in the number 15 car. 3 external, 1 internal. Still has gear number 2. Oh, boy, this is a big one. Oh, well, and unfortunately, it's going to be overkill. So it's going to go to the driver with the most damage, which is Stone Gillen. But he only needed 1. All right, so Stone Gillen is knocked out. I can use his card again. And I like to keep track of the kills in mind. So let's see, where's a good place to put it for him? We'll put it right up here. So that is his first kill. And our first kill of the night. Good, our first catch of the night. Here comes Link Revere, his number 11 car. Not doing too bad. No internal damage and just 1 external damage. This will be a skid result. And I think a 3. Oh, he's going to do damage to himself. He misses Petro. And let's see if Petro fires back. And it's going to be a car result. He has no damage. No external damage. How about that? Oh, but it's going to be an unusual result. Let's see, 25. Wow. He's going to do, oh boy, 2 external damage to Link Revere and 3 internal damage. Wow. So 1, 5, and 4 get knocked out on Link Revere. 1, 5, and 4. Oof. What a huge hit. All right. So there is the end of another round. So now when I go to shuffle, I'll leave that card turned the other way from everyone else. Give these guys a shuffle. All right. Jolly, this game, it's available as a PDF download as well. I think is $9. So if you already have the game, you just want to get the updated rules and the boards, that might be an option. All right, here we go. Link Revere is going to be our first one. Wickham, Graham, Gonzalez. There's the driver with the no damage. And then we're going to have a column of cards with 4 in it for the first time. All right, so Link Revere, let's see, he's down 3 gears. And he has 4 external damage. Let's see, he does not have gear number 4, so he's sitting there grinding, trying to find something. Here's Snake Wickham. He is stalled out. Oh, but he gets it fired back up, so we'll remove that. Let's see. It's going to be a skid result. And he's going to do 1-pointer damage. Who's he going to do it to? He'll do it to Link Revere. He takes his 5th point of external damage. Now here comes Graham. Pam Graham in the number 8 car. 2 internal. 4 external. Let's see. She still has her 4th gear. So that's going to do 2 external damage to the car with the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and that is going to knock Link Revere out of the race. Pam Graham with the 2nd kill of the night. And her 1st. And our 3rd car has been knocked out of the race. Now here is Gonzalez in the number 3 car. He only has 2 gears left. And 5th gear is not one of them. All right, so now here's Aravalo. Oh, and unfortunately he has no damage. Didn't really come into play. Nobody was able to get anything off. All right, let's see. He's going to attack the car with the most damage and do 1 point, but then he will do an internal damage to himself as well. Here is Perry, Ronnie Perry, one of 2 drivers with a kill so far tonight. And, ooh, this is going to be a skid result. And he'll do a point of damage. Let's see. Guess we'll roll to see who does it. And he's going to go to Gonzalez. And now here comes De Geos. And the number 19 car. Roll 4 points of external, but has all of his gears. Oh, and there's a big one. Triple damage to the car with the least. So that's going to go to Petro. He takes his first 3 external damage. Now here is Sunny Swain. And that's going to be a car result. She has 2 damage so far. Oh, but that's still enough to do 1 point. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's going to go on Rice. Here is Petro in the number 2 car. Petro has lost 2 of his gears so far. Oh, but 2 isn't one of them. This will be a car result. Let's see, he has 3 external damage. Oh, but that's still enough to do a point of damage, and that'll go on De Geos. He picks up his 5th. And now here is Rice in the number 23 car. And does not have the 4th gear. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Couple of drivers with kills. 1 driver drops transmission. Lots of drivers just hanging on here. Carmen Gonzalez can only take 2 more points of external damage. Kelsey Rice, if he takes or she takes 1 more on the 1st gear, she will be knocked out. All right, here we go. Sunny Swain, Petro. There's Rice. Perry, Gonzalez, Wickham, Graham, Aravalo, and De Geos. We're back to 3 cars and a column. All right, Sunny Swain, maybe the favorite right now so far. And, oh, well, this is going to be a skid result. And it's going to be an unusual result. 11. Oh, boy. Unbelievable reverse slam. Let's see, the opponent that has the most damage is going to take triple X. But Petro and Rice both have 3. It's going to go on Petro. So he only has 1 external damage left. And We'll start using the bonuses on the cars this round, if it would help. Unfortunately for Sunny Swain, she can only add internal damage and then take 1 external damage on herself, but that wouldn't help her with a kill on Petro, because he has 2 internal, so that other additional 2 would only give him to 4. So she'll save that. Here is Petro. His bonus is that he can turn off an engine light, but he doesn't have the engine card on right now. So let's see, 6-3. He'll do triple X to the car with the most damage. That's going to go on Rice. Rice, just 1 point away from being knocked out, but we'll get to have 1 more turn at least. And let's see, it's a no damage. Okay, well, that's good for her. She will survive another round. Let's see, here's Perry, the number 15 car. Perry with just 1 internal damage, 3 external. 1-4. Let's see, he's going to do an external damage to the car with the least. So that's Wickham. He's going to lose his 3rd gear, but then he is also going to take 1 internal damage. Or 1 external damage on himself. All right. Now here is Gonzalez, the number 3 car. Gonzalez just has gear 2 and 4 left. Oh, well, there we go. We got gear number 4. Let's see. Oh boy, he's going to knock himself out. He will do 1 point of damage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, hey, you know what? He's going to go out in a blaze of glory. His bonus is he can add XX and a question mark, so an internal damage to himself, to the opposing vehicle. So he's going to knock out Perry, but then he gets knocked out himself with his internal damage. So he will get credit for the kill. Perry will not get credit for Gonzalez knocking himself out. Let's see. So there is Gonzalez. He is out. Does get a kill though. And Perry is out as well. And he'll finish with 1 kill. And now here's Wickham, who has nobody left in his column, but we still got to roll because he might still do damage on himself. Uh-oh. He's going to get an unusual result. Let's see. Oh, yes, he does have gear number 6. 42. Oh, no, his engine is overheating. The engine light goes on. Oh, boy, that was... Nobody left there, and but suddenly his car gets a little heated. All right, here is Pam Graham, the number 8 car. She does still have her 6th gear, so it's going to do 2 damage to the car with the least. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and so she will use her bonus that adds X damage, and that is going to knock out Arevalo, so she gets her 2nd kill of the night. Arevalo out of commission. And now here is De Geos in the number 19 car. He just has 1 damage left on the outside of his car, and we're going to have a car result. Let's see, so it's 6 damage. He is going to stall. Okay, so there's the end of the round. And let's see, we're down to 3, 4. We're down to our top 6. See what happens. All right, so we're going to have De Geos, Swain, Wickham, Graham, Petro, oh, and Rice with no damage in the best possible spot. Because we'll avoid taking damage from those 2, but then we'll get a chance to have her turn. All right, so De Geos is going to start us off. He is currently stalled, and he'll get it fired up, back in the action. Let's see, 4, 3. Oh, he'll get a no damage result. All right, here comes Sunny Swain. In really good shape, no internal damage, only 2 external. 4-3. Oh, she will get a no damage. Interesting. All right, so that means that the snake... Well, let's see. So his engine light is on. So at the beginning of every turn, we have to roll the die, and on a 1 or a 6, that means his car has died. So he's still in it, and still has to roll. Let's see. Oh, but gear 3 he does not have, so he won't do any damage to himself. Here is Graham in the number 8 car. Pam Graham. She's lost 2 of her gears, but 3 is not one of them. Let's see. She is gonna... Well, she's going to knock out Petro. Gets her 3rd kill. Wow, Pam the killer. But she will give herself 1 external damage. So let's see. She has 1, 2, 3. She has 5. But her 3rd kill of the night. Oh my. And Petro is out of it. So we're down to our final 5. Oh, and now here is Rice. Car still limping along. Let's see, 6-5. It'll be a skid result. Uh-oh. He might knock himself out. Well, no, it's going to be an unusual result. Let's see. 23. Brake failure. Lose moves 4, 5, and 6. So, one more on 4, 5, and 6. Oh, and actually, I think that's going to... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's going to be 6 internal on Kelsey. So she is out of here with engine problems, and we're down to our final 4. All right, so when you get down to the final 4, it works a little bit different in that we're going to put everybody in a column, and that's just how it's going to stay the rest of the race. All right. Won't look at the cards. All right, here we go. So Wickham, number 1, and then we got our 2 drivers with the no damage, and then finally Pam the killer Graham. All right, so here's Wickham. Let's see if his engine is going to hold out one more turn. No, it doesn't. The engine light gets him, and he's finally overheated enough and cannot continue. He is out of it. We're down to our final 3. Here is DeHeos in the number 19 car. DeHeos with 5 external damage, but no internal damage. And this is going to be a car result. Let's see, with a 5. He is going to stall. Oh boy. And now here is Sunny Swain. No kills for her so far, but she only has 2 external damage and no internal damage. Gotta like her chances here. Let's see, 2-1. She's going to do 1 external and 1 internal to the car with the least damage. And they both have 5. How about that? And so she's gonna give it to DeHeos, who gets his 6 external damage, and then his first internal. So he's gonna lose a number 4. Let's see. And does she want to use that, her bonus? I think she's going to, while she can. So she takes 1 external damage on herself, but then adds 2 more internal damage on the hit. So it's 3 and 4. DeHeos not looking good. Now here's Pam the killer Graham. She has 5 external damage and 2 internal. She does have number 6 though. So that's going to be 2 damage on Sunny Swain, who now suddenly has 5 damage. All right, and we'll go right back up to the top. Can DeHeos get his car started? Yes, he can. Fires it back up. Does not have his 3rd gear though, so he won't do anything. Now here is Sunny Swain, who still has all of her gears. Let's see, 3-1. X to the car with the most damage. Oh, so that's going to be DeHeos. He's going to get knocked out. So Pam gets her first kill. And we are down to our final 2. two of the women drivers, Sunny Swain and Pam Graham. So they will just go back and forth now. Let's see, 4-6. Oh, that's going to be a car result. She has 5 damage. Oh boy, she might stall out. Oh no, and a 5-er engine light comes on. Uh-oh. Oh boy. All right, so here's Sunny Swain. 3, 4. Is going to 1 damage to Graham. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's up to 6. Oh no. Has 1 damage left to give. All right. So here we go. Pam Graham. If a 1 or a 6, it's all over. And no, car is still firing. Let's see. And she still has number 4. Oh boy, she's going to do 1 external and 1 internal to Sunny Swain. So she'll lose her first gear. So Sunny Swain now has 6 external. Graham has 6. Who is going to win this? Let's see. And oh no! What? So Sunny Swain, it's going to be 1 external, but then 2 internal. Uh-oh. So they're going to get knocked out at the same time. So I think that means we're going to have co-winners. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Let's see. I don't know if it talks about that in the book. If the very last turn, if the driver knocks themselves out, I think we're gonna have co-winners. Well, I guess my league, my rules, I'll say that they'll be co-winners. So Sunny Swain, she will get credit for the kill, but since then her car was also too damaged to continue, they're both knocked out. And so there we go. The car making the hit, well, I don't know. I would think that even when you do the kill that you'd have to be able to at least move away from it. I don't know. I guess that's something I'll have to ask Keith. It's funny, I've never had that come up before, and of course that happens on a live show. But there we go. It's actually Pam who had more kills. 3 of them in this, so a good showing by both of the women. And there we go, our first demo derby event in the books. I'll move back over to my computer. I'm still up in my office. I'm not yet back up in my AFR headquarters. It's still a little chilly down in the basement, but so there we go, guys. That is Demo Derby Smashdown, available right now over on the Play Now website. There's a link down below. It is available as both a PDF download and a printed product. There is a game mat that's going to be out sometime soon. It's not available yet, and then there's also additional cars that you can purchase. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone is staying safe out there as we kind of get through this weird time in our lives. But that is all for now. I will, a spoiler for everybody watching, stay tuned next Monday for the return of Monday Night Tights. I'll be using one of the newly released sets. I won't tell you which one. We'll find out next Monday night. But until then, stay home, stay safe, play more games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.